Before we start today's video, I just want to thank James from redlinekustomz.com. He made me these shirts. I also have a black one. They're super cool. They have the Z emblem with the outline of the 300ZX right here, along with my YouTube channel right here in the sleeves. And here's a navy blue one, and here's a burgundy color. Almost shows up a little red on camera. So this is the information right here. I'll also have it in the description down below. If you want one of these shirts, you can just email them and ask them that you wanted one of the J Moore shirts, and they'll send this to you, or they'll make you your own custom shirts. They're nice, good quality shirts here. So good on you, boys. What's going on? Welcome back to the vlog. Today we're actually buttoning up the 300ZX, getting ready to take it home. We have a lot to put back on the car and still a couple more pieces to wrap, but we did have a couple hiccups along the way, as you can see from this clip that I'm going to show you now. I had to come back to Danny's because the wrap that I initially got was messed up. Once Danny unspooled it off the roll, every 12 inches, about halfway down the roll, was this little mark, about inch by inch, all the way along, where there was no gloss. So Danny's taken the hood wrap off right here. But as you can see, the marks are, here's the starting one. Yeah, you can see it right here. And then there's another one right here. And it just keeps going the whole way. And it keeps on going the whole way. So I recontacted Metro Restyling. They sent out another roll, overnighted it, which it would have been overnight just free because it's only coming from Las Vegas. But Danny's taking off the wrap now. Dropped off the new roll. This is the old roll that I'm gonna resend back to them so they can, well, essentially refund me, because I had to buy another roll, and they said that they'll refund me for that one. So yeah, that was fun. Shit happens. What he said, Mr. Americano. Two issues: that the car just has a lot of little pieces to wrap, and it took a lot of pieces to do the front bumper. And Danny, how long did it take you to do the front bumper? 7 hours? 7 hours. 7 hours just to do the front bumper. A lot of like inlaying, because the car is yellow and you're wrapping it blue. That's not an easy thing to do when you have to hide everything. So there's a lot of inlays everywhere, a little small stuff that had to be covered up so the yellow doesn't show through. So it's been quite a process for him. He's learned a lot, but the color is insane. I'm just gonna show you guys real quick, and it's gonna be black and white again, because unfortunately today we're really pressed for time to try and get the car out in the sun so we can actually see how it looks in the sun, because it's crazy when it's in the light. It's absolutely just bonkers. So I'm not gonna be filming that much of the reassembly process, but I just want to keep you guys up to date with where we are. So let's go ahead and hit it. So the whole chassis of the car is wrapped. It's all done. We gotta put the door handles back in. We gotta put the side mirrors on, which Danny is wrapping right now. Come around here, hood's done. Top of the car is done, the hatch is done, the wing is on. The front is all buttoned up, the wheels are on. Front bumper, looking phenomenal. I have little inserts to put in right here, but I need to trim a little bit off the bumper in here to make it fit properly and make them stay. So we're gonna have to do that at a different date.
Part where it's wrapped or no?
What's that?
Trimming where it's wrapped or no?
No, not trimming where it's wrapped. Nose panel on, all along this side. We're all good. So after he wraps that mirror, the other one's already done, we have to do the bumper. And then once the bumper is wrapped, then we can get that on the car, we can get that. The only thing left to wrap after that is really simple, and it's gonna be this. I decided that I want that to be wrapped. If I don't like it, I can always take it off. It's just a square. It won't take long to wrap at all, no issues. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to do, just clean up the color of the car a little bit. Now, one thing that I've learned, Danny already knew about, is 3M. This is the brand that made this color. So what I've learned from Danny is that 3M is absolutely garbage to wrap with. It's really adhesive, which is a bummer, because it barely touches each other or anything and just stuck. But they make really cool colors, which is the problem. Like the most epic colors are by 3M, but then they're like garbage with the adhesive and make quality. So you're really tied, and it slowed him down definitely a lot to wrap with this color and all this stuff. He was really fighting it, but it turned out.
An example.
Yeah, let's go.
Part where it's kind of like, you can, if you do it right, I'm like sweating balls right now, but if you do it right, this material can work, but it's super hard to work with. Like Jeff was saying, the adhesive on the actual backing of the material, so what actually sticks to the car, is so freaking sticky. And problems with that is, if you might be able to get that on camera with it being black and white, I'm not sure. But this is a classic glue line that you'll see in 3M material. If you come over and try to glass out the material while wrapping, things like this will happen. If you don't just you can't really glass the material out, or else something like this will happen. And if you notice how massive this quarter panel is, it technically starts over here. But I did this side skirt all in a different piece and just put a little inlay, and you can't even tell that this is done in a different piece. But where I wrapped from is right here it keeps going around the entire car to the other side. That ended up being like 14 or 15 feet, whatever it was. And it's really hard not to, especially doing this by myself, to not glass the material out, because I'm working with 14 feet at a time and trying to hold that and squeegee it. It's really difficult. So I had to do this technique, which is, if you do that technique with Avery, this would never, ever, ever be a problem.
So let's wrap that up. What he pretty much said is, I chose a cool color but bad quality. I should have chose a lamer color but a good quality wrap. Man, just sum that up real quick. So we've been at it hard so far. We got the mirrors on. The biggest problem that we had a huge hiccup on is the door handles, actually getting them in. First we were struggling just lining them up with the little mechanism that actually works the handle. Figured that out, and then it became an issue with the locks. Figured that out, so now we're good, making progress now. We can get the door panels on soon. But another thing happened with the Z is the battery is like completely shot. We charged it and then turned it on to roll up and down the windows, because you need those. Battery is dead. I mean, granted, my cell phone was almost dead, so I was using the charger in there as well to charge my cell phone, but that's shouldn't do it. Anyway, we're recharging it again. Hopefully it'll work, but all we have left to do is the rear bumper and the reverse taillight section. So the car looks freaking dope. All right, so here's a couple hours later. It's completely dark out. We have a full-on light setup out here. Really trying to get this rear bumper done. Dr. DC over here doing the inlay for the license plate.
Yep, I just taped it, it's all done.
And now we gotta wrap the whole exterior of it. And car is slowly charging. We have to do something still about that. We got this little trickle charger on the battery. However, it keeps on every once in a while just stop charging it. So once we get the rear bumper done, we're gonna have to put the wheels on, push the car out here in the driveway, pull one of Danny's up, jump start it, and then turn it around so we can get enough room to assemble the driver's side door. And because the battery is dead, we can't roll up that window to get to the bolts to bolt in the handle. I think it's later than 10:15. We're in here on like the 14th hour of doing this.
Not kidding, actually.
Not kidding, period. All right, Danny just wrapped the top part of the bumper here, and while he's wrapping the bottom part, I'm gonna go ahead and start reattaching the bumper back in, and then honestly, that'll be it. The battery actually seems to be charging now, which is a good thing, but that's where we're at. There are some parts right now, I'm just gonna let you guys know that we aren't going to wrap. In fact, we're going to Plastidip, because right here, this exhaust is way too close to the bumper. So we're afraid that if we wrap like right around underneath here, it's just gonna get destroyed. So we're gonna cut it off right here, and then we'll Plastidip this all in here like black. So that's kind of the plan that we're doing right now. Okay, so now we're approaching midnight. It's gonna be Danny's 16th hour working on the car, my 15th hour. I have gotten the bumper is bolted back on. The plastics, subwoofer and all that stuff are reinstalled in here. And Danny is working on the bottom half down here of the bumper. It looks so cool in the camera right here, man. This is all gonna be black and white for all you guys. You can't see nothing. So we still have this side left to do. While he's doing that side, I'm gonna go ahead and slap on this side's wheel and keep on going, because we're finishing tonight. That's all we're doing. That's end all be all. So here we are at 1 in the morning almost. We have this side of the bumper done. You can see the cutout right here. That's going to be Plastidip, which is going to protect the wrap from the heat, from the exhaust. Yeah. And it'll just look cool. And then
this side's actually not hitting. That side hits.
Yeah, that side's a little bit higher.
This one's super freaking close, but and honestly, this is getting pretty close to where it would get baked too.
Yeah. Like either way, it had to.
Especially yeah, that it would hit.
Then we have the knifeless tape outlining the side for this one, and then we're gonna wrap that, and then we have to put a little insert right here in between. Yeah, right below the license plate where it's gonna go, and then we can drop the car.
Drop the base, dude.
All the wheels are on, and then we have to reverse out the car, flip it around, because we have to still assemble the driver's side over here inside the door, and we need that assembled so I can drive home, or else the seatbelt isn't going to be there, and I don't really want to drive without a seatbelt. So that's where we're at. I'll give you another update here in like when the sun comes up. So here we are, 1:35 in the morning. Danny's just finishing up cutting that out. Use the knifeless tape to pull off. Oh, there it goes. There she goes.
There she go up down that pole.
Then gotta get down below, or did you get down there already? Okay. Did you unplug it?
What have I?
Oh no, you haven't done down there yet? No, you haven't.
I don't think so.
Nope, you haven't. I take off the wheel again just to have more clearance on that side.
Clearance me. Clearance me.
And then one thing Danny wants to do before I leave today is we're actually going to replace the tape that was in this line all the way here. You know, stock, and it comes all the way around the car. He just wants to do it in the rear right here, and then later on we'll do the rest of the car when Danny has more time to come over, because we still have to do a couple inlays of wrap because this is a yellow car. So one's going to be along in here, because when you close the hood there's a gap here and you can see yellow coming out. And then also on the driver's side down here, just because we're so close to the shelving here that we can't get the door open wide enough to do an inlay, continue on from this inlay up. So that's one thing that Danny's going to come over to my house and do at a later date. Alright, update is now 2 in the morning. The bumper is done. We actually have the car turned around right here. Danny went ahead and got started on the door panel. So I'm going to go ahead and help him with that, finish it up. Hopefully we'll be done here in the next 20 minutes and we can go home. Danny has work at 8 in the morning. I am a little bit luckier. I don't have work until 11 in the morning. But I still also have a 40 to 50 minute drive ahead of me to get back home. So let's get cracking. All right, driver's side door is assembled. it's, yeah, he's doing something else real quick, but it's like, it's time to go to bed. I'm gonna load up the wrap in the car. This is all gonna be black and white still till we clean up the car. And we're not gonna have a lot of the plastic dip and everything done when I reveal the color and just do a circle around and you guys can see what it looks like. That'll probably be maybe sometime this weekend. So we'll see how that goes, but it's so late / early that it's time. It's time. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.